So here we are, beginning my tour of my apartment. The wall scrolls have not changed much, but we're going to try and walk through all of them. We begin with the door just because, the impression of all the anime DVDs as you walk in is probably the most important thing about the room. This stuff hasn't changed a whole lot. Probably the biggest change is these piles have been changed. They're mostly the Blu-ray DVD combo stuff, although there's some Blu-rays piled up there. You can kind of see that there's a printer box working as support there. For those of you who are new to the collection, which I don't think my stuff has changed a whole lot, my subscriptions, it's all double layered. Everything here is double layered, so it makes it kind of difficult to show the collection as a whole. Back here we got a shelf full of Blu-rays, and as you can see, well, just adjusting the camera so I can, all this stuff is double layered, but it is packed in tight. There's some free room, but not a lot I can do about it. That's why we've got some Blu-rays beginning to pile up here. Obviously, looking more closely at the top here, you can kind of see that that figure there is not standing up at the moment, and I've been too lazy to fix it. But we got some weirdly shaped DVDs and Blu-rays and stuff up here, and a lot of the neater figurines. There's the Dragon Box. On top of that is the Rock the Dragon set, and then I started piling up the Pony Canyon releases, but I've been lazy about ripping them. Over here is the NISA releases. I showed those in my fact last time, so there's nothing much to really show there. I do need to go through those and list them because somebody's interested in knowing what all's out there. You can see the Cardcaptor Sakura Blu-ray, Darker Than Black Blu-ray kind of in there, and I think back there is where the normal stuff is, I guess, gonna pile, but you can see down here where there's a couple of them, probably because I was going to watch those at some point. We got all of those, and of course I really like that Saber figure. That's a nice figure. Let's see, I guess continuing on, there's more DVDs here. Let's just open both of these up. On this side we've got DVDs. These are double layered, and I guess if I needed to I could put stuff in front of them like I used to. They're a little bit alphabetized, but since the collection is now bigger than the shelves by a long shot, pretty much only the things on the shelves are alphabetized. Everything off of it is not. Down here we got some booklet stuff. Lego minifigure booklet, some Pokemon game walkthroughs, and books from a former coworker. On the other side is gaming stuff. So up here I've got Wii and Wii U stuff. But if you noticed over here, there's some Wii U stuff, and it should be pretty obvious. There's not a whole lot of room here. This is kind of a combination of GameCube, Game Boy, 3DS, and DS stuff. Just I like, there's some piles of DS stuff here. Those are some DS's. Obviously these are 3DS games, and I can't even say they're all of them because I know Ocarina of Time is in here, the cartridge, but I put the case in storage or something like that. Down here we've got I can see PlayStation and PlayStation 2, so we've got some PlayStation 1 stuff here. Mega Man Legends is kind of a pricey one. That's 1, 2, and Trombone. And there's some Final Fantasy, and back there you can see PlayStation 2 games. These would be the Toho games that I did get. You can see some older PC games here, notable ones, Diablo and, well, I think that's Diablo and Diablo 2, and that's StarCraft, obviously, and some other interesting ones. There's high school days, school days, if really felt the need to delve into that, I guess. Back there, hack sign stuff. Or dot hack stuff, because it begins with those games. Technically, you'll saw hack sign up there, but then you got the dot hack games, Legend of the Twilight, Root, GU Trilogy, and then Quantum. Oh, this unmarked thing is a couple interesting games. Full Throttle, Dark Forces. Down here is where my non-anime Blu-rays are living. As you can see, they're kind of getting stuffed in there. So I might have to start coming up with a different solution. This is an outgoing DVD shelf. All of these have been processed, put onto my non-anime DVD server, so I can access them whenever I want. So they just need to go out into storage. We've got manga here. Most of this... Well, I guess there's more stuff than manga, because there's some booklets, various kinds here. These all came with DVDs. Most of these came with DVDs, I should say. You can see here there's Alien Knight emulators, and I bet there's probably Rogue manga here and there. But I bet back here, if we took a peek, we'd see that there's the Alien 9 Ultimate Edition, which comes with 3 manga volumes and the DVD. Lots of Code Geass and Gundam 00 stuff there. Gurren Lagann Volume 1. But Attack on Titan is kind of unique because I decided to buy that because 17, which has not been properly filed away, 17 came with a DVD. We'll get into details on that later. Then we get down here where we start dealing with imports. And some edge casey stuff. Like I mentioned these last time, the anime play DVDs. There. Last time being the FAC thing. So, let's see. This is, it looks kind of like a Laserdisc, but this is Mobile Suit Gundam or The Origin, Volume 1. It's technically just a Blu-ray, but it's very interesting packaging. Up here we've got some more figures, some other random books, cookbooks mostly. Harry Potter collection there. And we got the entertainment center. The only thing that's really changed big time is the addition of a PlayStation 1. Basically, I mentioned I'm trying to play some Dragon Quest 7, and you can see the PlayStation 2 was brought out and set up, but it wasn't able to properly play the disc. It sounds like this is a common problem, like the CD motor needs to spin faster or something like that. This is pretty much my pile of things to watch. You can see like Ping Pong, the animation that's been moved to the top. Lady vs. Butlers was added recently, and Haikyuu Season 1. Really, probably should have watched that sooner because that is rated pretty well. But that's the to watch pile there, and it's a little big. The two computers that they're on, those are the DVD servers. I think I show them every time. Hard to go into detail, but there's nothing complicated. They just have lots of drives. You can kind of see here, this has hookups for drives, and maybe you can see in there, I don't know, kind of hard to tell. But that's for non-anime stuff. And in there, you can kind of see that there's cables, there's an opening, and that the cables go back there to this pile of 8 hard drives. So that system has a total of 13 drives, plus 1 boot drive. And I'd say that stores all my anime, but technically there's a pile back there of stuff that I still haven't ripped. It never shrinks. I make dents in it and then it grows back. You can see here, that's a battery backup. There's a couple of them. They're really nice if you can get them set up, because it means that most of my computers and TVs survive the brief blackouts. I think this microphone's always been here. It's set up with that so that I can basically plug it in or mix it with other audio or whatever. So whenever I play games, if I want to use a microphone, which I rarely do, I have that, and it's kind of useful because it means that when I'm on this computer, I can have Skype brought up with friends, and then I could have somebody playing on my TV computer, which is that thing right there, and I can use that computer and we can all chat. I guess I didn't mention this. You probably, if you saw it, you're probably like, why is Log Horizon over there? It's kind of a cue for somebody else to watch, but I guess they haven't yet. Oh yeah, should probably not forget about the figurines behind the TV. Once again, the wall scrolls are pretty much the same. I can think of one difference though. I did put these Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works posters here. You can kind of see Wiimotes are there. Things, I guess we probably want to go more over here. You can see I just keep that there because it's very anime, very simple. There's all my amiibos. Not a whole lot of them, but probably more than I need. I've got a pile of things I have ripped but want to process and put on my private streaming service so I can watch and access them whenever. Some of these are things that, like the Bleach DVDs, I think that's what's really slowing it down. Technically, I think Yosuga no Sora is already on there, and I want to put Turn of Gundam on there, but I guess that's what slowed me down is the movie for Turn of Gundam, or the movie set, is somewhere in these piles of things. You can kind of see here some NISA new premium edition release of stuff, and like I said, that you've got Pony Canyon and piles of Pony Canyon stuff, and I just need to process them and get them out of there. You could see that there's there's Honey Senpai from Ouran High School Host Club. That was the choice of desk calendar, I guess, because I kind of thought it would be work appropriate, but it turns out I don't know, there's some swimsuity stuff there, and I'd rather not push anything. There's the printer, obviously kind of a mess. I think I did some cleaning up of stuff around here since last time, like I put those magazines in the magazine rack, but other messes formed. All this stuff is related to my trip to Seattle a couple months ago. And back here, you probably noticed the new Nintendo 3DS, and there's some pre-constructed commander decks. There's a Ymir. He still doesn't have an official place to stay. Some containers for some of the foremost recent amiibos. And I guess if we're talking about the 3DS, then I think back here is where is it? Under here. Oh look, there's my launch 3DS, and you might have noticed 3DS XI, was it? I don't know. Up there, I think something probably happened to the figure there. I probably got it in a to-fix pile of some sort, and I obviously don't fix them. It's a kind of unstable place to have figures, but it kind of works. I do believe most of these wall scrolls should be the same from last time, but the calendar here is different. I'm trying to think what else is notable. I don't think there's anything particularly notable about stuff. I guess I haven't done all dishes. Obviously there's emergency supplies in case of wanting to eat without having to go out due to Christmas break. I guess I forgot to put all the coffee mugs up there. So I did purchase these new ones, and these two big ones I guess didn't get put up there. Oh well. It's cool stuff, and electric kettles are actually awesome, especially since you can set the temperature to the exact one you want. And for those of you who are new, the reason I kind of chose this layout, first of all, those shelves back there, you can see that they're in a depression away from the front door, so them being there does not affect the flow of people coming in and out of the apartment, so it doesn't feel claustrophobic them being here. Then from the kitchen, I could be doing stuff. I don't do a whole lot of stuff nowadays, but I can watch TV, I can watch anime, and instead of a dining room, obviously I set up my computer room and I can do stuff there and work on stuff in the kitchen. I don't think the bathroom's particularly notable, just a couple anime things there, nothing else. It's an okay bathroom, spacious, but it's not a garden tub. They do have some garden tubs here, but yeah. This would be the thing that was handed out with the Puella Magi Madoka Magica Movie 3 stuff. And this room was kind of what I wanted to look at before I did this, and I decided not to. The light there hasn't been working. The maintenance said they changed it once, but I've added a thing to my list of projects of I want to open it myself to see if maybe the light bulb has been changed, and if it hasn't, maybe try changing it myself or something. You know, I want to be able to talk intelligently with the maintenance about what's going on. So we got here the hentai DVDs. They're kept here separately from everything else, and I guess with the light out, there's not a lot of temptation for people to come in here to poke around them, so it's not that bad. We got some interesting figures. Some of the stuff came with Naruto Shippuden and whatnot. This is where I've put these sorts of things. So I've got this from the Puella Magi Madoka Magica Movie 3 event, and those came with well, obviously it's the anime listed there, Denkigai, volumes 1, 2, and 3. But you can kind of see that down there where things are less accessed, they're piling up. And down there, there's random anime stuff piling up. These boxes are notable because this is where I've started putting my DVD releases. Okay. It's kind of tricky to keep them held open, but you can see here the Attack on Titan Ilse's Notebook Volume 17 DVD thing that I was mentioning before. But there's a lot of stuff here. It's going to be 2 layers deep beneath this, which may be kind of tricky to show, so I guess they don't need to be in the exact same order. This is how I moved them here, and since the DVD collection is getting a little too big, this is now how I'm storing them here. Turns out it's a 2-minute job. And you can see here there are 4 boxes. The other 3 are going to be full like this. See here that I did a come on camera, focus. You can see here that it should look like a 2x3 matrix when it's done. So there's going to be the layer of stuff facing up and then 2 layers of stuff facing to the side. Let's see. Obviously, I've got some of the goodies of anime stuff here. This is a poster. I can almost tell who it is without opening it. Yeah, that's if I could remember the name, Little Witch Academia. I got a couple of DVDs there that I started watching that y'all maybe heard me start talking about but never got finished. Here's where some projects have gone to. This was probably one of the missing ones. Minecraft stuff. It's all cool. And I don't know if I've ever done a sweep of the whole room. I've probably avoided doing it because you got some of naked characters. That one there's definitely. But it's a simple room with a lot of anime stuff. That's obviously the bed of body pillows, whatever. Back there would be, well, normally I guess I put, the calendar stuff that's going to be going out to the mailbox, but I guess right now it has my 2015 or 2016 calendars. This one would be, is it appropriate to pick up girls in a dungeon? And some of those pictures are good, but some of them are intended to be just sexy, and it's actually not as exciting. Whereas this Pokemon one, I don't know. I'm thinking that I'll probably begin with the Pokemon one because these first 2 months picture is actually pretty cool. Of course, I say that mostly as a Gardevoir fan, but there's also Frostlass and Glaceon, so it's a pretty selection, I guess. And I guess to give you a example of what I mean with the oh, come on, these things are sticking to each other. Like the first one for this, for January and February, I recall being it's not bad, but it's like, I like the colors of the other one, I like the busyness. This one, it's okay, but it feels more foot fetishy, I guess, and that's not one of my fetishes. That one's okay. I'm trying to think, because like I think it's the next one. This one's actually really good, which makes me think I'll probably just be swapping them out as I go through the year. I'll probably just say, okay, which one looks the best for these 2 months, and choose those. Well, I think that covers a tour of the entire apartment complex. If there's anything else I missed, I think I went into better detail this time than I normally do. Like maybe I didn't mention these little things. These are various keychain things that I wanted to make into decorations. This is obviously not anime. Noisemakers. Got some random stuff here. Obviously a core drill. Some various hangy things. Durara, Trigun. I don't know, stuff. So, that's the latest tour of my apartment. So let me finish up by, you know, I did see that some people were, or at least one person was saying if I could reconsider doing the whole collection. And the trick is, for a whole collection video, what I've done before is I've piled them up. And my best thought was that I could make a number of really tall piles along here, but I wonder if that's the same as what I did with the previous videos. Like, because with those I was able to make it where they completely surrounded me, but this one this apartment complex layout has a lot of twists and bends. And can I really pile stuff up here? I mean, before I can make an update, I have to at least take all of these and rip their contents. To properly do a complete anime collection, I have to go through those boxes. You can see from this angle that the TV stand stuff here, I'm not going to try and move that for that, so I'd have to take everything back there and move it out somehow, maybe using the TV. And at this point, we're talking about I don't know. Assuming I can even keep track of everything properly, it could take 3 days to set it all up just for a quick video. And, well, obviously I'm on vacation half the time. Dragon Quest VII has been the priority this time. So, as you can see, it's tricky. It's the sort of thing where it needs to remain a hobby. So, I guess I guess I'll end the tour with that. I think that covers everything.